One huge myth is that becoming wealthy just like takes care of all of life's problems and everything will disappear. And that's not true. Just try watching White Lotus for one episode and you will see it. That's not true. And again, we get in this idea, if I just had this amount of money, like, oh my gosh, everything would be okay and be fine. But listen, money is just a tool. It is not a magic wand. Can it help you in life? Yes, but it is a double-edged sword. So if we put too much faith in money and building wealth, that like somehow everything's gonna be great, that's not true. But also, it is there to help us in our lives. But what I have discovered is that there are 5 other tools that money cannot buy, but can help you build a wealthy life. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. So I say it all the time, but it's true. Money makes you more of what you already are. And so if you are stressed, angry, impulsive, insecure, all the things, that becomes magnified. And so working on yourself in this process and becoming a healthier version of you is so key as you continue to get your money in control and start building wealth. So in order to address some of these deeper issues as you work on your financial goals, here are 5 areas of your life that you may already be wealthy in. Number 1 is relational. So when it comes to relationships in life, you cannot buy them. You cannot earn them. They are a gift that I think life just gives you. So whether it's your family, your friends, your spouse, your neighbors, your church family, like anything about it, like that is such a gift. John Deloney always talks about just even if you have 3 good friends in your life, you are rare because there's so much loneliness. There is a life of isolation that people live relationally, and life is so much richer when you do it with people and you have people in your life to share it with. And it's like, give me friends and a great family and my kids and all of that all day long. Like that fills up my tank so much. And you can't buy that. You cannot buy that. So look at the relationships around you. And maybe even it's an encouragement that if you don't have that, like other people are searching for it too. So maybe there's someone out there waiting to be best friends with you. Number 2 is professional. So if you have a dependable way to earn money, that this is a gift. Like if you have a job that pays you money, what a gift. But also above that, if you enjoy what you do, that's a wealthy life right there. Like when you go to work and you don't absolutely hate it. So I'm going to say fight for that, you guys. You spend so much time working. If you are working, 20, 30, 40, 50 hours a week, you want to enjoy it. We spend so much time at work. So again, finding this way, and I love Ken Coleman. He used to talk about this so much, but it's true. Like where you're passionate and where you're good, when that intersects and you're with people in an environment that is fun and enjoyable and encouraging, uplifting, that is a wealthy life. Like what a gift that is. Another underrated way that you can experience stability and security is by keeping your personal information protected. Because if you don't remove your personal data from the internet, it's basically like a billboard. It's your name and address. Even your kids' names are out there on sketchy data broker websites, and data brokers then collect your data and sell it. And so you are at risk for scams and fraud and harassment and phishing. But here's the good news. Delete Me goes in and removes your information so you're not at risk for phishing and harassment and other online threats. Winston and I use Delete Me, and it saves us so much time and worry. So make sure your family's safety and financial security, they are so important, so do not leave it exposed. Go sign up for Delete Me and take control. Go to joindeleteme.com/Rachel for 20% off, bringing your monthly costs to under $9, or just click the link in the description. All right, another way that you can look at your life and say, yes, I am very wealthy, is with your health. I mean, I'm telling you, the minute your sinuses get stopped up and you tweak your neck though from sleeping wrong, it's like, oh my God, I just want to be healthy again, right? We take it for granted so often. You get one little ailment and it's like, oh, I just want to be healthy again. And so it is man, what a gift our health is, right? And it is an investment. It doesn't necessarily cost money. Yes, you can take a walk, watch a sunset, drink a cup of coffee or tea, slow your life down. You can do all those things for free, basically, right? But you can invest, right? You can work out, join a gym, do these things to create health within your life, absolutely. But also there's a point that we can't buy it though. You talk to someone that runs a marathon and they get diagnosed with cancer. Right? There's a truth to the idea that we can't control it all. We can put great things in place to help us become healthier, but overall, our health in general, it is such a gift, and it is a part of being wealthy in life, because that is a sense, again, that you cannot buy. You cannot buy that part of your life. Number 4 is spiritual. So while you're on your way to financial peace by being smart with your money, I would say too that, having something bigger in your life is so huge, you guys. And from a spiritual perspective, again, having something that is beyond you, I think is so, so key. We can get so tied up with ourselves, but there's something to actually zoom out and say, yeah, there is something greater. And it doesn't mean that when you create a spiritual life and you start to pursue that things are going to get easier all of a sudden. That's not the promise. But there is something to say, I'm going to live beyond myself. For me, it is Jesus. And it's like, yeah, what is beyond me? And what is an example that I can follow that is not Rachel in America in 2025, like something so much greater that can offer so much more that you can't buy. You can't buy it. It is there though. It is offered to you. You can't buy it. So that is a part for me in my life that creates this wealth. And so when I look at it, spirituality is definitely one of those for me. Number 5, I'm going to say generosity, because it can look a lot of different ways, but I'm talking more about the spirit of generosity. Like when you can't buy someone who is kind, and it's amazing. People who are kind in life are usually some of the most generous people, and not always just with their money, but with their time, with their conversations, like all of it. Like there is something so beautiful about living a life that is full when you are generous and when it's not all about you, but you go and you serve other people. Like that creates a wealth in your life that you cannot buy. Now, we can use money and be generous, and we talk about this a lot, and I think that it is so important. I think that it should be part of your financial journey. But it's just really beautiful when you can do that, but you can also give not just your money, but you're giving these other parts of yourself too to people, because that creates a well-rounded, beautiful life. But trust me, there are a ton of more underrated signs of wealth out there. So be sure to check out 8 subtle ways to spot a quiet millionaire coming up next. You can click there, or I'll put a link down in the description if you're listening on podcast. All right, you guys, remember to take control of your money and create a life you love.